can't really understand what the issue is. Has it come back on now? I've just started it again.
Let me see.
I'm just looking at some logs and things. If the issue is on my end, then I don't understand where the issue is because everything just looks fine on my end. Like the internet is fine, the latency is fine, the stream is fine, the CPU usage is fine. Like I
looking
cannot
good
see
so far on YouTube, and it looks good so far on. Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay, we good?
Yeah, I mean the bitrate is still showing 7,071 and it's in the red, but as long as it's doing okay, it's fine.
Is anyone on Twitch? Is Twitch okay?
I can go back to Twitch.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm gonna delete these 2 other ones.
Okay, I can't explain what the issue was, but if it's magically gone away, then that's great. I can't.
That's 10 minutes you guys will never see again because I've deleted it.
Hi, James.
I was checking to make sure I was connected.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
now we're back.
Hopefully that's okay. Cool. Where was I? Okay, so we've decided to start a new segment, I think. I've lost everything now because I was busy trying to fix that.
It's called Patronizing Questions.
Patronizing Questions, thank you. Go
where the patrons can ask questions on Patreon, and then we answer them, I guess. I actually don't know what the full concept is. Is that it?
So yeah, you can every week we'll post a new post on Patreon, and you can reply in the comments and basically ask any question you like. So it's a bit like fan mail, but instead of being about
truth or dare.
Yeah, you can basically ask anything you like, or you can request anything you like, I guess. But
don't do it. Don't do it.
So it basically, I thought it would be a great opportunity to have some extra content at the start. It'd be a nice thing for patrons, and then it's a platform for people to ask about James's stories and things. I thought he's
James. You like to talk about your various different candle uses online, right?
I like to call them antics. Yeah, of course.
Ooh, Boyo, put it in the next Patreon question session. I dare Danny to kiss Zach on Alcatraz. I'm there for it.
Put it in the questions. The answer is no.
They'll do it. No, that's not a question. It's a dare.
Okay,
you got it. You got to do
no,
it.
I'm not doing it.
Whoa, wait a second. What if it's a triple dog dare?
Yeah.
I skipped double, just like Christmas Story.
Because Big Morgs is there too.
Yeah, I'm going to be filming it.
I don't think you will be filming it somehow, but fair enough. So
yeah, Dark rated into it. Let's go.
So let's go through this week's, and for future episodes, I want to do an intro for this and have a on-screen thing, but I haven't prepared. So for this week, we're just going to read them out. But Pendant asks, Dr. Grungus, how do you pronounce muck backwards?
God damn it. The sickos. Well, Dr. Grungus isn't here, so we can't ask Dr. Grungus, can we? Dr. Grungus is my...
Dr. Grungus.
Okay, Muck's name backwards is cum. They love it. It's their favorite joke. I don't know. It's disgusting. You guys are the worst.
It was hilarious.
Muck.
It's a good one.
Pelagius would like to ask an important question. Could a vampire policeman enter your house if he had a warrant?
A vampire policeman enter your house.
I have to assume that I'm the most knowed vampire amongst us, and I would say no. Because a vampire's ability to enter a home has to be given by the person who dwells there, and a warrant is given by somebody else. No, final answer.
Love nothing more than to argue, but I have to side with Morgan. I think he's right.
It's a permission to enter, but not by the person who dwells there. Because then another vampire could give that vampire permission to enter a dwelling. You know, they could just be like, "You're welcome to go to that person's house." It's got to be from the homeowner or the person.
The
who lives
homeowner
there.
Or the person living there. Like, could my landlord let vampires just come and go as they please?
Because it's ethereal, it's got to be the person who's living there, dwelling there.
But is a warrant technically a permission to enter, even if the person living there didn't issue it?
Okay, if it's government-owned housing, maybe. So if you go, oh gosh, here we go.
Is this notary work?
in certain shows, it is the homeowner specifically.
So I've protected myself thoroughly from all vampires because I've decided that home is where the heart is, and I ain't letting any of them into my heart.
Oh, period. if you're a vampire out there, go ahead and come on over to my house. Turn me. I'm ready. I've been ready. I'm waiting.
You want to get turned?
I want to be turned so bad. I want to live forever. I want to have all the abilities. I want to eat people. Gimme. gimme.
These are all from Pill, so I'll just read all these questions out. The next question.
Well, I'd like to answer each one. I think each one deserves the respect it deserves. You know.
Well, okay. You can take this one, James. Is Zach planning to tattoo his balls? please answer in 150 words or less.
I would probably argue that he's not planning to tattoo his balls, but I would also put the same amount of confidence in that bet that if he gets his balls tattooed, it will be without a plan. It will be a whim. He'll be on the Venice Beach boardwalk with an extra 200 bones to spend. And there'll be some new cute video game character that just looks ball worthy.
I think this is going to get a little graphic. So if you aren't into graphic descriptions of balls, please turn your face away. There, like I would get, I think a bat, and like the center would be like a bat, but then you would have the thing and you could like stretch the wings out. So you know, like when you like pull a bat's wings apart, and they're like, I think that would be the best tattoo for that area.
I think what would be better is to have it stretched out when you get the tattoos. So
yeah. No, you would have to do. Yeah, you would have to do it like that. That sounds.
I'm pretty sure that in Venice they have like a like kind of what you do with the frog dissection, like stirrups, and then they pin it to the side so that they have a good what they call medium to work with.
Ugh. That would be one of the worst.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Pendon wants to know if there's a certain day of the week that these questions are getting posted, or like when the post goes up.
Yes, they'll go up on Monday. So after this episode, the one for the next episode will
on Monday.
You get
Perfect.
A week to think of questions to ask. Yes.
And Pill is the only one that utilized it.
No, Pendant asked about Dr. Grungus.
Oh, too, yeah.
Pill would also like to know how is James's and Kratom. How is James's? I'm going to reword it slightly, but how is James's relationship with Kratom going?
Did I share my Kratom experience over Christmas?
As turgid as
possible. Did you actually tried it again?
Yeah, I'll try anything 3 times. You know, just
even though you actually nearly died the first time.
Yeah.
Okay, go
only
ahead.
Nearly died. Well, I had here's.
Okay, if you actually died, we wouldn't be having this conversation, James.
Well, I know a lot of people that died and came back. Okay,
like
so
the vampire
don't think...
who's got the warrant, for example. It's true.
Well, Charles died 3 times and came back every time, and that's not a joke. No. But I tried it. There was a can of what looks like a tall boy can of beer. and I was over at my sister-in-law's house during Christmas, and I decided to try the Kratom can because it was non-alcoholic. It was like a non-alcoholic beer, but it had Kratom inside of it, and I was like, "Well,
Well, isn't that worse than
I
beer?
don't know."
Isn't that worse than I think the alcohol's safer, isn't it? I mean,
Well, you know what? If a cop says blow me, I'll be fine. No big deal, because I just been drinking Kratom.
yeah. Do they not
Plus-
pick up? Can they not pick up Kratom on drug tests?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So, in my feelings, is I was like, well, when I tried Kratom last time, it was from somebody that didn't know what they were doing, and they gave me a flight of Kratom instead of just one dose of Kratom. So this can, well,
It only
it's
had a
set up
small
to
amount inside. Yeah.
well, it was a tall boy, so I don't know what is a small amount of poison, but so I drank the can, and what I didn't realize is that it was like 3 serving sizes. It said it was who splits an aluminum can? Like there's no cap on it, and you're just supposed to. So I probably drank a little too much Kratom. And then I found out that I was going to go do an improv show with people that I had
Jesus.
never met.
You canceled,
And-
right? Because that's
and I had
obviously
10
the
minutes
responsible
to-
thing to do.
And I had 10 minutes to get there. So, and I was fine.
And how did you get there? You drove a car?
I was driven. I was
Okay.
driven there.
By yourself.
Mhm. I had drive, baby.
Okay, good.
No, I was fine. The truth is it was nothing like the time that I tried it in Sedona. It did say that there was multiple serving sizes in there, but it was not like it was, a can. It was a can of not.
Did you feel it? Did it do anything?
Not like it did. It didn't really do anything. No,
Oh,
it was
okay.
kind of like I don't know. It felt more similar to coffee. The other time, it felt like I got sedated and I couldn't move, and it was like my heartbeat was slowing. This time, it more felt like I had drank like a cup of coffee. Like I felt like almost a buzz that was like an upper, not a downer. And by the time I started performing, I didn't feel it at all. But I was nervous because I didn't know when I had started drinking, because I knew that I was going to be driving that night back home to Crystal Lake because I was in St. Charles. But
Wait, you did it the night that you went to go improvise with those people you didn't know?
I didn't know I was going there yet. It was like a last minute thing. I had no idea.
You're chaos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Pure
Killed the
chaos.
show. Everybody was like, "Man, I love this new member."
Well,
of this
now I don't
team."
trust any of this story because you were high on Kratom the whole time. No one knows. You were probably just like laying in an alley going, blah, 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 blah.
Sold out show.
Just
They had to bring chairs in
going
from
from the
upstairs.
I'm doing improv.
I mean, to be fair, improv is improv, so technically you could do it high on Kratom, right? I mean,
I've
You
known
can.
a very small group of people that are pretty good at doing improv on drugs, but they're not many people. And
Yeah,
not
there
me.
used to be a show when they would do it on like mushrooms, right?
There was a show at UCB that would once in a while do people. I forgot what it was called. And then we did. There was a show. Well, the Messed Up Show was not actually doing improv. It was just like audience games as we got fucking hammered on stage.
And then they're like, we should do an alcohol awareness show right after that.
Yeah.
Is that the final question?
no, we've got some more. The
let's
next
do
question is, Danny keeps finding these old demo disc images and such to emulate and play on the occasional stream. Is there any chance for a full playthrough of a proper old school PS1, PS2 era game?
That would be fun.
I certainly would like to do that. I don't know about you guys. I think the original Resident Evil 1 and 2, rather than the remakes or the remasters, might be fun.
I mean, why would you ever play Resident Evil 1 not remastered? Because they didn't change the controls or the camera angles. They just made the graphics better.
Just nostalgia, really, James.
Ugh, gross. The nostalgia is the load screen, how long it takes like after you open a door to see the next room. That doesn't add anything to it.
But also the fantastic acting during those cutscenes.
I thought the acting stayed the same.
Did it? I don't know. I haven't played the remaster.
Here's what I'd really like to play, if you could get an emulator of it, is there was a game called The Horde. And I think we've probably brought this up before, but it was on 3DO. It was like a tower defense style game. and you had to protect your farm from these like goblins that would come every round, and it had full motion video cutscenes with, and I'm forgetting his name, but he's the super Christian guy that was in Growing Pains. Do you know? And he was the one that there was the meme where he had a birthday party and he was the only one there blowing out the candle. God, I can't remember his name.
I need a soundboard so I can insert crickets at certain points. But yeah,
I know who you're
Kirk
talking about.
Cameron, says Steve the
Cameron.
Ghost. Kirk
I
Cameron.
want to play that game Horde. When I was a kid, it was one of the first games. I got a 3DO used in a garage sale, and at that point in time, you could go to like Blockbuster or whatever, and it was so unpopular. You could buy the video game discs for like $2 or $3 because the company went out of business. And I had tons of these games, and I loved Kirk Cameron.
Oh, this is new.
In the Horde. What?
This music.
Oh no, we've had that before. It's just
Oh,
not
really? I
been
don't
used
know if I've
very
heard that
often.
one.
It's appropriate to use when James is going off on tangents, I think.
No respect.
0.
I would like, what was that the PS1 game that was like the original like Souls game, like the one that was even before Demon Souls and stuff. There was like a PS1 game. Maybe it was called Knightsfield, I'm not sure.
I think it was called Knightsfield.
It was like a PS1 Kingsfield, says Steve the Ghost. Yeah, I kind of want to check that out.
That's how I pronounce king.
So yeah, maybe and then maybe some of the classics, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid I like and that kind of thing, but we'll see. Any interesting dishes / recipes that the Gamefront crew has tried lately? I'm not asking about Kratom, James.
I made, by request, some chicken noodle soup yesterday. With
Everyone's
fake chicken,
making
obviously.
that lately.
Yeah, but it's really good. So that's my big recipe. Oh, I also made black bean burgers.
Did you share pictures in our foodies channel on Discord?
No, I didn't take any pictures.
Boom.
It's the same. It's soup.
It's true.
Not as in rubber chicken. It's like I don't know. It's called dang chicken. I'll find it.
If you want to emulate the taste of chicken, just put a shitload of salt in things. Basically, I mean.
Oh, daring chicken, not dang. It's well, you get the chicken flavor from, the soup base. I do carrot, celery, onion, and then the chicken, and then the lots of parsley flakes, rosemary. I put nutritional yeast in there, which gives it like a yellow chickeny color. Makes it look like chicken soup. And then a ton of salt.
I haven't really done anything like that. I mean, I made scones and afternoon tea the other day. Cucumber sandwiches. And
how do you make scones?
Well, you just bake them in the oven.
Wait, you didn't make the batter and stuff? They're like pre-frozen.
No, they were like pre-packed kind of scones.
Yeah.
So last night I took 2 Pop-Tarts and I put peanut butter on one and jelly on the other.
Nice.
I call
that
it a
sounds
recipe.
good.
It's pretty good.
Gosh dang it.
Sounds great. That's just the American version of a scone, really, isn't it? I mean,
well, I guess this is kind of a recipe. I've been making oatmeal, I'd say a couple times a week. And the way I make it that I love it consistently is I use a little bit of brown sugar and a spoonful of peanut butter. And then I make the oatmeal and I just love it. I love peanut butter oatmeal. It started off that I was using cacao powder and peanut butter to make a chocolate peanut butter, but it turned out it was just the peanut butter that was driving me to the oatmeal.
Mm.
On the topic of food, we're planning the San Francisco trip, and I think Zach is more excited about various places to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner than he is about actually meeting up with us, to be honest. Because
it's so weird because I like never plan anything, and like he's looking at all kinds of stuff. I'm like, oh, I'll eat an apple like at the breakfast bar or whatever at the hotel, and nope, like we have a full
Full schedule of restaurants to go through.
itinerary.
Well, I mean, apparently he doesn't get nice food on Hawaii too often, which I guess makes sense.
Oh, but San Francisco is such a terrible food destination.
Really? Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be better than England, obviously, but
Well, I mean, I guess for me, it's going to be interesting because it's different, right? So that's kind of why I find that interesting.
Yeah.
But there are so many things I've never tried. Like, we just don't have places like Jimmy John's, for example, you know? Any good? I don't know. But I've never
Are you
tried it.
kidding?
so-
You're thinking of going to a Jimmy John's? You're joking, right?
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know,
No? Wait, are you joking or not?
I am joking, but what I'm saying
Good.
is like, what is normal to you is foreign to me because I am foreign.
foreigner. You're a foreigner.
Foreigner, yeah. Pretty much. But we should. But yeah, there is a full list of places Zach wants to go to.
I do think that
Oh, but I do have to
I
ask a
don't know.
very
I
quick
never
question.
really
though.
was that impressed with San Francisco's food. But I'm not that big of a foodie. I really liked going to ramen places all over the country. And I don't know if I would say one city has better ramen than the other, but I find that I always love the experience of having it in a new city.
One of the places Zach suggested was a place called Loving Hut Vegan Restaurant, and then apparently, according to Big Morgs, it's run by a cultist. I just
Yeah.
would like the story behind that because
I mean, that's the whole thing. They the restaurants are run by franchisees who are members of a cult of personality of this person who. No, it's a cult. I don't know. What do you want to know?
Is that necessarily a bad thing? Is it a bad cult or a good cult?
I would say all cults are bad. Yeah.
Come on, you ain't never been in a good cult.
No.
Well, you should meet up on
what is
Wednesday
what could be
morning.
the positive outcome
I
of
mean,
a cult?
Game
I'd
Front's
love
like
you
a
to
good
join
cult.
in. Come Wednesday morning. There's a group of
Is
us
it?
that meet with robes on the beach. You're gonna need to bring a mask that looks like me. Everybody looks like me in the cult.
Finally, Pill asks, Helldivers 2? Question mark.
Oh yes. Yes. Very excited about it. That's it.
About Helldivers 2?
Mm-hmm.
I played Helldivers 1 with you, and I never. I mean, it was okay.
No, it's so fun.
I guess maybe I need to play it again. Is it cross-platform? Because I own it on PS4.
Oh, I don't think so.
I might actually own it on Steam also. Let me check. It's not a new game.
No, it's very old. I am looking for. So ever since we were talking about doing a PS1 game, and I'm gonna call out for help because I cannot find it. I used to play this game that was like an arena fighter, and it's not Toshinden Arena. It was like, I don't know, like cool fighters, and they would do like the sidestepping, but it wasn't like any of the normal names. It wasn't Soul Calibur, it wasn't Street Fighter, it wasn't Toshinden, it wasn't. I just looked through a whole list of them. I can't find it, but it was like definitely. It was
Virtua
very
Fighter?
No. Could you sidestep in Virtua Fighter?
Yeah, you could sidestep in Virtua Fighter. I don't think it's a very cool fighting game.
But that's a popular one. Yeah, it's not popular.
One PS1 game that I love that I think they should remake is called Bushido Blade. Do you remember that?
No.
It was kind of like if you think about the game Yo-Hawk. No. What is the
It's
game
kind of-
where you
It's kind of
The
if you think about the
side-scrolling-
game.
is it called Nidhogg? Nidhogg, that's what it was. You guys remember
yeah.
Nidhogg? So Bushido Blade was a one-hit kill type thing. Not every one-hit kill, but there was killing blows, and you'd run
Yeah.
around and you'd chop things down. It was such a fun game. I don't know why they don't have more games like that. Fighting games that are one-hit kill, but are a little more sophisticated than Dive Kick.
Was it definitely PS1, this game?
I'm like 99% sure it was PS1 because I was playing it like long before I had a PS2.
Okay, here
Maybe it was on
are the
TurboGrafx 16.
here are the top 10 most obscure fighting games for PS1. Tell me if it's any of these.
Oh, can you put it up on the screen? Oh, because I won't
Uh,
know unless I see it.
I don't think I
Because
can.
he cannot imagine. these
Okay,
things,
all
just
right.
So you know.
There's
Okay,
no
okay.
pictures, I'd have to say. Tobal number 1.
Nope.
I don't know how you pronounce half of these. Hegris, God Bless the Ring.
Uh-huh.
Bloody Roar
Oh,
series.
Bloody Roar! It might have
Not
been
Bloody
Bloody
right
Roar.
now. Mm-mm. It was
Showtime.
it was like cool Street Kid fighters. It wasn't like it was like temporary. It wasn't medieval or anything.
Star Gladiator Episode 1, The Final Crusade.
Mm-mm.
Epidemic.
No. And it had sidestepping.
Plasma. I know it did. Oh shit.
Okay.
Plasma Sword, Nightmare of Bilstein.
No swords.
Azuka 120% Burning Fest.
Mm-mm.
Rival Schools United by Fate.
Ooh. I should look that one up.
Maybe it was Fighter Maker. I remember that one. It was not very good, but you could make your own fighters, which might be why you're remembering it. Fighter Maker.
School rivals?
Bio
Let me see
Freaks.
these.
Rival
This selection
Schools
screen.
United by Fate. It looks like it might be a contender.
Soul
That-
Edge.
Looks ish, but I don't see the characters. No, I don't think that's it.
Taifu, Wrath of the Tiger.
Oh, I remember that. That was side scrolling though, right?
No, it doesn't have animals. It doesn't have swords. It's not medieval. It's not a beat 'em up. It's a fighting game. It's like an arena fighting game.
Oh, there's
keep looking.
Iron and Blood. Iron and Blood, the Warriors of Ravenloft. That game sucked, but I really liked the characters. It was basically like a fighting game, but it was like Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that looks sick.
It
sucked?
was actually it sucked, sadly. I
Oh, it looks
really
so
wanted
cool,
it to
though.
be good. Yeah.
The
I played
character
it a bunch,
design
but
is really good.
yeah, the character design was pretty cool. It was the controls.
Allegedly, almost all of those games I listed featured sidestepping, apparently. But
Really?
so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'll keep looking for it. I mean, until I see it, I'm not gonna. And I just looked through a bunch of them.
It looks like your God King Charles is in intensive care. What?
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
got
breaking
cancer.
news? Really? I haven't been paying attention to the news today. Clearly, did that happen today?
I got the alert this morning. I think it happened last night.
I see, but intensive care though, because intensive care is not good if you.
Who's next in the list? Or are they finally gonna?
It would be Prince William.
His
wouldn't it?
wife.
No, it would be William, I think.
They got to bring back that guy who ran away to America, and they have to have a battle for it.
Yeah. Well, he's been dead for a long time, I think.
What?
Oh, you
The
mean
guy
Harry?
that's- Yeah, the one that's married to Meghan Merkel.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you meant the guy who ran away, like in the
Oh, not the-
1930s.
Oh no! Oh, I thought you were talking about the pedophile one.
Oh no, not him. Jesus. Although technically he did run away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all bad.
It's there's not a lot of good in there. No, it's true. I can't see anything about him being in intensive care, but hey ho.
Wait, is it Fighters Impact? Could this be it?
Does it
No.
have sidestepping?
I can't tell. It doesn't look like it. Ooh. I mean, I think I definitely played this game. But
Imagine if it is just
no, this isn't it.
Street Fighter and he's just forgotten what his
No,
members
it's
have just
definitely not Street Fighter. I would know if it was Street Fighter.
Could it be Kensi? Forget. There's like a Kensi. I don't remember what the last part of it
James
is
is
called.
tired, guys. It's already 11.
Okay.
Well, it's already 11:24. Let's get this thing cooking. We gotta go.
Okay. No other announcements as far as I'm aware.
Nope, none. Let's move.
This is Armored Core number 17. Take it away, boys. While I fix James's phone.
All right. So let's look at the I guess the bottom is the beginning, right? And then we go up.
That's how we've been doing it for the last 4 years, James.
Well,
Carry
it's
on.
been a week, so don't blame me.
Oh my.
Shaq Fu. It couldn't have been Shaq Fu.
It was probably Shaq Fu.
Oh, it was Shaq Fu. No, it wasn't Shaq Fu. I would know if it was Shaq Fu. I'm finding it. I'm looking through just tons of
All right,
images
I'll read
until I get
these
it.
comments. The Dark Genius says, I don't know why I thought y'all weren't playing AC6. Well, I don't know why either. We're 17 videos in. 2042. Nice work there, James. You might want to look over on the Rubicon generators, Jibs. Those turn your armor shield red, meaning doing more damage along with any Rubicon parts. They work very good together. Completing them armor sets are worth it. Replay the missions that you're missing, them battle logs to gain the most of them. Also, as for fighting style goes, light and agility goes a long way, being able to zigzag, killing all your targets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. Oh, I guess 2042. Oh, yeah. I know this one. This was the hardest part of any game I've ever played. And it turned into a 30-minute video. I probably played this for like 6 hours. It was so hard. It made me want to just quit. But yeah, I beat it. And then there's one more video coming up, and it is the end of Armored Core 6.
Jesus. Spoiler alert.
I mean, they know. They know.
They don't know.
I mean, I was suspicious at the end of this video. I was suspicious. I was like, well, what are we going to do now? This is kind of like wrapping it up. And then there's like a 5-minute fight in the next video. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah, there you
Big
go.
spoiler.
Spoiler. And then we have Dark Page saying, well, I suppose I gotta watch this. And then White Longsword 7. You probably would have been better off equipping the handheld Gatling guns and switching to them when the shields went down. The new ones overheat pretty fast. And switching when the shields go down. Handheld
Yeah, you know we're near the end of Armored Core 6 because you've got to play it like 3 times to get the true ending and shit, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it starts. Yeah, I do want to go through again. At least I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to be able to go through it much faster.
You've got to do ending B on the second time, and then you've got to get the true ending on the third playthrough.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
I can tell he doesn't look happy about it.
Well, now that I've gotten through it, I think that I'm going to be able to beat it again pretty quick. We'll see, but I don't know. This boss had these shields that no matter how much I was shooting them, I would run out of ammo, and there was no like extra ammo packing for the mission. So when I had the Gatling guns on my hands, I was able to do pretty good, except I would run out of ammo and there would just be still a bunch of damage left and I couldn't kill him. Because you can't punch this guy to death because his shields regenerate to full. And it's like he has a whole boss health bar that if you aren't able to continually hit him, you can't even do any damage. He's just got a huge shield that regenerates infinitely. It's upsetting even talking about it.
Apparently, the nice thing about New Game Plus is you get to keep all your cool parts and the difficulty doesn't change. Or it doesn't really change.
I can't, like, even if it gets a little bit harder, like, I'm so much better at the game now because I've played through the game over and over and over and over just to make the money to buy all the parts. Because a lot of people will go in, sell the parts that they're not using. For me, I have not sold a single part. I'm just buying everything the game has to offer so I can cycle through. It's the greatest inventory management game ever. I like having everything. But yeah, that's the messages on the Armored Core 6. Shared Souls 34. James Head now perfectly covers the background, so it says original undies. Ori undies. Uh-huh.
Didn't think about that one, did you? When you said that?
Ulusiles Botnet says 2018. You don't have to continue casting until you can no longer do so. You can stop casting and relock on. Are we sure that we didn't talk about this? I guess it's 9 days ago and we didn't have a fan mail last week.
Yeah.
I guess I just read this and thought it in my own head and didn't reply to it. If I'm using that that spell, it takes so long just to start casting that if I stop casting and try to restart casting, then almost all of my infinite blue disappears because the timer runs out. Here comes Dark Page with long head Heaney.
Do you need to watch that clip or?
Oh, 2018. I mean, I bet you I know what it is. It's me casting that blue and just letting it blaze like a laser with nobody inside of it as I'm begging Morgan to just do something, such as kite the bad guy into my blue ray.
Yeah, you just stand there doing your thing, and then I somehow magically pick him up and like hold him in front of the blast.
Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
You know, my nickname in high school was Blu-ray player.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm,
Blu-ray plays didn't exist when you were in high school, surely?
It was about the laser blasting.
Yeah.
What?
It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit, Danny. Okay, sorry. And not Blu-ray as in the disc player. I meant Blu-ray as in that spell that's being cast. It was a dumb joke. I should go back to comedy school.
Yeah.
Back to clown school with me.
I need that cricket sound effect again. Anyway, Danger Dan says, Baldur's Gate 3 looks very different than I remember it, question mark.
3047 Adventure Bits.
What's 3047? It's right at the end. Are you rebranding my channel without telling
The
me?
gears turning over here at Gamefront. If you haven't checked out the website, check it out for mods. If you haven't joined the Discord, do that now so you can chit chat. We got all kinds of different categories and servers over there. So we're talking about everything from food to sports ball. So I will see you guys over there. James?
Bye.
What a great promo, thank you.
Bye. Adventure Bits. I was really hoping I ended it with Adventure Bits. That was,
Did you hear that, Danny? It sounded like there was two Morgans on top of each other. It sounded like metallic.
A little bit, yeah. Was that part of the video?
Yeah, it's part of the video.
Food to sports ball. So
I think it's 'cause
categories and
we've got
servers over there.
James's
So
audio and my
we're talking
audio?
about everything.
I don't think we've got James's, but maybe I messed up.
Oh, there's a whole
Well, my bad. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
I don't remember
It was-
that.
It
being
just
a
makes me
thing.
sound a little metallic.
I must have done something wrong, but I can't remember what I did.
Pelagius comes in saying shock and awe, betrayals, and James not seeing rather obvious sight of grace. 1122. All of it, none of it, and so much more on today's episode of Morgan's Bizarre Adventure. Morgie, don't forget the Starfist. You are the star of this show after all. James, is it really a question if you should upgrade sword or magic staff when you have half your flasks turned into mana flasks?
He still
What?
doesn't know what you're talking about. Even though he's reading it, he has no idea what you're saying.
Well, the thing is
I
that
hate that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The magic staff is already so powerful, so wouldn't I want my weaker thing to be stronger? So P.S. +1 for James, 27 versus 51. Morgan is still a wee bit ahead.
You're kind of progressing at the same rate now.
No.
No, he's catching
a little
up.
bit
Yeah, because I
more.
was
Oh,
way
really?
ahead of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Because he's starting to use his range stuff instead of trying to run up and hit it with his claws.
And then we
Yeah.
have Crispy AI saying Morgs and the Chinless Wonder. That's me.
James started out with just like no chin showing. It was just his lips.
You need to lean into staff damage, apparently, because your sword is your sub-weapon.
I mean, I hear that. I hear that. And that is the choice that I made. But I had, for a moment, wondered, like, should I make my sub-weapon more powerful since... So I'll go to the underground.
We are underground.
No, we're not.
Oh, I can't travel. You gotta run. What do you mean we're not underground?
Isn't this the
All right,
trip to
turn
go
around.
underground?
Don't, James.
Holy
smokes.
Jesus. Whoa! I'm telling you, I was
There's a
looking-
place to sit
there it
right
is.
here. Yeah.
No. I am the legend.
Gosh, my gosh.
Wow. Anyway, this is Power World number 1. Did we not do Power World last time?
Well,
We
this is
haven't
from
done
8
it
days
in a
ago.
couple weeks.
So Power World went down tremendously well, from what I understand.
People are into it.
People are into it.
Original says 5 minutes in and I can't stand watching anymore. That's a record.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Danger Dad. I hate this like a lot, but I love Baldur's Gate 3.
Well,
Another
with
fan.
some reasoned, tempered comment. I don't know why people aren't having this. It's clearly very early on in the game, and they haven't even begun to scratch the surface. A little bit of patience and grace would go a long way here at IMO. Let them fill stuff out a little bit. Things start coming to a head at 32:57. Worth letting it play for a good 30 seconds. Oh no. I think this is where I lose my cool.
What timestamp was that, sorry?
32:57.
32:57.
32:57. There's no more coffee in there.
I haven't. Let's see. Top of the hill.
You were about to come up with an excuse. You
It
have.
said- it
wait,
said you
James,
had to use
stop.
a What?
You have to start believing in yourself. I don't want to hear any more whining. Hey, come back here. You're a Pokemaster in Pal World.
Uh-huh.
Start acting like it.
I mean, it said.
Hey, that's a whiny voice. Man up.
said that I had to use a tech point to do that. All right, you're right. I'll stop whining. It's just that I hate being stuck on a boring part of a tutorial. And
I'll stop whining. Immediately whines. I mean,
it's not my fault that I was born with a voice that went.
It's what you're saying though too. You're complaining
Yeah.
constantly. Mikhail Rose, I
God,
personally
it is
love
just
this.
Pouring outside. So
James'
loud that I hear it over my
assumptions
earphones.
in video games are always wrong, and it's so funny. Dark Page, this is rough stuff. Morgan Christensen, 1490. These guys are washed. Mikhail Rose, get them. Ninoma the Champ, Dr. Grungus. Wow. Dark Page, wait till James gets into the PAL fluid extraction process. I don't think he's going to make it that far. Dan, I live for the sheer chaos of James trying to learn a new game. And Pill, more like teamwork disaster. Funny how good old James, Vivian Heaney, made a comeback in this episode.
Do you think that if it's the sheer madness of watching me learn a new game, do you think it would be fun to just live stream me learning HTML?
oh god, not this again.
You think it'd be fun just to watch me like work on math equations?
HTML is not math equations.
Well, it's all French to me, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Well, I don't know French, so I don't know either. You know?
I mean, HTML
You know what I
is
mean?
probably the easiest of languages to learn. Like, if you're struggling with HTML, I would give up. I mean, it's
You don't need.
no,
you don't need to
you
learn
don't need it.
HTML to do what you're asking, James. And I don't even know. You haven't even like intimated what exactly you want to do with the HTML, other than be able to change the CSS sheet. So I don't know if you're talking about using like a WordPress page or.
this is what he wants to do. He wants to do what he's done to yours, which is he wants someone to build him and deliver him a beautiful website made out of HTML with custom CSS and all that stuff. And then he wants the ability to go in and change
To
it
tinker with it,
so that he can go and destroy it and make it worse.
and then ask you what's wrong with it.
I want to make it so that when anybody clicks on my webpage, a pop-up ad shows up so that if they decide they want to buy something from the pop-up ad, I get $1 or like whatever amount of money.
I mean, you could probably
tons of
put a little
pop-up
donate
ads.
pop up on there, and people would probably give you $1.
Yeah, and then once they give me $1, I want it to pop up a bunch more stuff. Like maybe $2 is better. It's like James is pretty, wants money a lot. Give me $3.
I promise you, the last time that I looked at this website, it didn't have these backgrounds.
You like it though, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's
this
too
is, so this is
it's
exactly
too
it.
noisy.
James has taken a website that Morgan beautifully made for him, and then
I don't
It's-
think he made
it's-
this for me.
It's
You
too
could-
too busy.
why have you got like this psychedelic background here, and then you've just got what is this picture? Is this AI,
It's
James?
an AI. It's an
Yes,
AI
that's a real
crowd.
audience. That's a real audience from one of my shows.
Yeah, that's why
Oh
their
my
faces
God.
are all mush. You've melted all their faces with your improv. It's so good.
And you wonder
gotta,
why
you gotta
nobody's
change.
contacting you through this website.
You also haven't been keeping up this calendar, and
Yeah.
it's
You know
you
what?
should need to change it to agenda. And why does it say Gamefront live at 10 every
It's
Monday
a-
when we've been doing it at 10:30 forever?
You've got there's nothing on your calendar for you've got no contact form. It says active for hire. How do I hire you? Where's your agent? Like this website is just there's nothing on it.
Yeah, where'd the
James.
contact information go? I definitely left you with contact information.
It's just 2 videos and a calendar. Like that's all that you've got on this page.
Remember his old web page? It was all like
It's
little
better than the
tiny,
old one.
like 25
Yeah.
by 25 squares of just randomness and like a audio file. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy.
We need to help you with this, but
No, don't. I'm telling you, don't help him. He's fine. He'll figure it out. If he really wanted it to be nice, he would make it nice. He's a capable adult, and I know because he taught himself freaking Rivet, which is a very complex 3D engineering tool, and he sat down and he did it. But it's because he was getting paid. It's because he's not getting paid to make his own website that he's not putting any effort into it.
hey man, he got the big stuff in the front. He hands out business cards with the contact info. Do you have a business card?
I do. It's got my phone number on it. Remember?
Oh yeah, someone
my
posted a
address.
picture of your game from your business card in Discord, and I had to delete it because it had his home address and his phone number on it.
Come to my home.
Laugh it up. Laugh it up, guys.
What are we on? Souls 35?
This is Souls
Yep.
35.
All right. Ulastiles botnet. 20 minutes, 4 seconds. Here, I'll show your big moment off to Danny as requested. Now you can replay the favor and remember to turn your lantern on in dark areas since we have to see your POV again.
Since we have to, since we're forced to see your stupid POV.
I hope this is a big moment. This better not be some sort of trick.
No, this is your big moment.
Uh,
2004?
Specifically, you requested me to include something in the edit.
2009. Oh yeah.
It's
This
2004.
Let me know if you live.
Here comes Blu-ray
I'm gonna
player.
live.
If you live, you can come and unlock the door.
Oh, I hope Danny finds a way to get this part of the screen because that was epic.
Now do the one with him shooting the wall.
No.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty funny. Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty early on. Say about that, I think.
Dark Page, watching James is hilariously tough
Can you
to watch.
stagger these guys?
I don't know, but
Oh, this is it?
here comes the laser blast. You have this queued up, Danny. Do you just watch this all the time? How is it not
Where's
hitting?
it
Well,
going?
I had to edit it, so I remember vaguely where it was.
Jesus.
He's not touching him at all.
Dodge. That's it.
I think the,
the
ne-
other
I
side.
think,
try
I think the
something
next shot
else.
is where he shoots the wall. Here we go.
I mean, I already shot the wall. I don't know what you're looking for now.
Okay.
Shot the wall, you shot the nothing.
I would have won in the never-ending story. I got the hell out of that nothing.
Pill, nice. Perspective switch is a little strange with Morgan only sound, but it does add more dynamics to the video as Morgan and James have these downtime moments of nothing at all happening, mostly Morgan waiting for James to find the way. P.S. Well, aside for James finally landing 2 shots of Common Azure, nothing really happened. Same 27 to 51. Morgan is in the lead. Danny thinks he has a way to do sound for both in the future. And Pill thinks that that would be cool.
25-17. Morgan waits for James to aggro an enemy that induces a deadly status effect in a cramped tunnel. And when James' damage is proven paltry, and the enemy properly pissed off and charging, Morgan runs away, giggle wheezing, taking the soul light source with him and leaving James literally in the dark to fend for himself. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. I don't know if that was the right song, but I think
It seemed about right. I mean, if he can't fight one frog by himself,
I did fight one frog.
Wait, where did you go?
I went away.
Did you go ahead?
No, I went backwards.
Oh.
I'm coming back. I was just waiting for you to kill that frog.
Ooh. There's another frog, and it is probably gonna kill me.
Having a nice time with the frogs there.
I mean,
keep in mind that he
better
can
than
switch
the
to the
frog
staff,
guys.
and if he had the
Smoke.
pebble on, he could hit him with the pebble continuously, but he's just not doing that. So I don't feel bad for him at all. And I come back to save him, look. Get out of
I'm
here.
gonna get death blighted.
Get out of here.
Cool. Well, that's Shared Souls 35. This is Baldur's Gate episode number 2.
Oh no.
Mad Mikey B says, finally we're back to Baldur's Gate 3. It feels like James needs to enable eavesdropping mode, question mark. I thought we all agreed to do that at the start of the video, did we not?
Oh, we did. I'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
I think I did. I don't know for sure. But I thought that I had done eavesdrop, unless it's
When-
something that.
Other people were triggering cutscenes. Were you seeing them too?
I don't know. I think so. I think I was seeing them.
Were you just minding your own business and then a cutscene started out of nowhere at any point during that playthrough?
I can't say. I can't say one way or the other.
Okay. So, yes, it does seem like James needs to enable eavesdropping mode. 2843.
There was definitely cutscenes that I was not the star of that I was watching, so I think
Okay.
I had eavesdrop on.
Maybe. We'll double check.
I
next
definitely
time.
remember
Just-
watching Morgan like brain crush people and stuff.
We'll double check for next time. 2843. Great job, James. That was some top tier D&D. Attacks of opportunity immediately understood. Health portions. You did so good getting that button pressed while your teammates hyper focused on a flame sword. Let's have a look.
Worth it.
I added then. There we go. Nice.
Using her spells.
I might have just pushed the
Perhaps
button.
Alien transponder.
There we go.
You made it in time.
No, I heard you were dead and everything was terrible.
Good job,
Well, I had
Jimothy.
one health, and I had two guys surrounding me. I thought it was gonna, and luckily one of them missed. One of them didn't, but the other one did.
It's
I would have died
Parthenax.
if it didn't miss. Well, now I'm getting flamed.
I think it's just the cutscene from there on. But yes, good job, James.
Thank
Mike-
you.
Mad Mikey B also says, I am molding at the long rest.
What does that mean? What's the word malding mean?
I think it means he's angry, and I think what happened was when we went to the camp at one point, I think we did like I think I did like long rest like 3 or 4 times in a row. So I think he's probably upset at that. That would be my guess. If Mikey's in the chat, please clarify if that is what you mean. I think it is.
Why are we
Lizdestic-
doing long rest?
Well, I think at one point we went to the camp, and then I think I did long rest like 3 times in a row or something like that. So I think it made Mikey upset.
But some stuff you have to use long rest to redo, like Berserk and
Yes.
your spell slots and stuff, right?
I think
like
it's
you
just-
only...
I think it's just because I kept doing it. You did long rests without expending short rests.
Fine.
Liz Destic says, looking forward to the next one, y'all. Us too. Or should we do more to come very, very soon? Us Two, I think, is the
Us
worst.
Two is the weirdest one. Yeah.
White Longsword number 7 says, hoping they make a sequel to Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, I do too. I thought that movie was amazing.
It didn't
Okay.
do very well at the box office, though, right?
Oh no, I think it crushed at the box office, but I might be wrong. Well, let me check really quick.
Yeah. I thought it was considered a. I mean, it was amazing. I thought it was great, and they captured. I think like the essence of playing D&D really well.
It made 93 million domestically, but it had a $150 million budget.
Yeah.
Worldwide
that.
was 208, but with marketing costs, it's likely that it didn't even
Break even.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Isn't that
That movie
harsh?
was so good.
It's not. It's not an. Oh my goodness! Existing IP.
That sucks. I thought that movie was so awesome.
Yeah, it was really good, but probably the last one we'll ever see.
Yep. That's why we can't have nice things, because people only go to see garbage.
So I'm gonna go see Aquaman 2 today because it's raining.
Oh, well, I thought we were gonna do stuff today.
Nah, I gotta get out of here.
If the roof starts to leak, would it be like being in a 4D cinema? Like,
There.
When I-
Go ahead, James.
I saw the movie Dancer in the Dark in the theater with not with Bjork, but she was in the movie.
Now this is getting interesting.
This is Mr. Hollywood. He claims that he's gone to the movies with the people in it because
I went to see Dancer in the Dark with Bjork in the movie. And there was a leak in the theater, and it was dripping not just on me, but like around me. It was a pretty severe leak in the theater. Forgot the name. I think it was called the Village Theater or something. Or it was in it's like over by Lincoln Park.
did you
but-
switch seats?
I was on acid, so it was like
You just let it happen.
I felt like if I got up and started changing seats, I was gonna get kicked out. So no, I just sat through it.
You're perfect.
That movie is freaky.
So you just sat there watching this movie high on acid while water's just pouring on your head from a leak in the roof.
It wasn't pouring, but it was dripping. It was definitely leaking. It was more than just a regular leak. It wasn't one drip from an air conditioning unit. It was definitely from the rain.
You are a fucking monster of a man. I don't understand.
Going to the movies like that is a wild experience.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Okay, Mikhail Rose.
I think I
says
saw
this.
The Matrix and Half Baked like that.
You kind of needed to for the Matrix. Jesus Christ! Like,
Yeah.
it's very hard to
Yeah.
understand what was going on.
I
in that
definitely
movie.
thought we were in The Matrix for a long time.
Mikhail Rose says, this makes me so happy. Wow, much smoother this time around. Danny, you're doing great. Morgan, you're doing great. James and his poison pool fit. Oh my god, what happened to this poor man? Also, don't forget about always using your actions and bonus actions. You were leaving some actions unused every turn. Also, remember your roles. James is a squishy magic user and should be far away, while the others with higher armor class should be the tank. Also, remember that you can do anything out of combat too, so you can interact with the world in many ways. You could have shot Lizelle down from her cage, for example.
I was trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, we were trying to do that. She fell down
I asked
somehow.
if anybody had range. Yeah, we left and then she died because
Yeah.
we just
I
abandoned
didn't
her.
know she was gonna die when we left like that.
I didn't
wanted
know
to
that
see if
either.
There was other options before I started trying to shoot my spells at.
I
her,
thought
which
you
don't
could
know
run
if-
around to the other side and shoot her from that side. Like
That's
we were
what
on
we
the
were
wrong
trying to
side
do,
or
and then
something.
she was just randomly
Yeah.
dead. Hey ho.
Or was she dead, or did she just escape?
She's gone.
She can't
I
be.
think
She
she's
can't
dead.
be dead. She can't be dead.
We would
dead.
see her dead body if she was dead.
Yeah, she's gone. She's run away.
What if a giant eagle came by? Ate her.
You never know. Also, interact with bodies. You didn't loot a body on the ship and missed the key for the chest, and how all three miss Shadowheart laying on the ground after you crash on the beach is just crazy. How did you all miss her, lol?
Oh no.
Well, sounds botnet. James, stop asking these non-stop rapid-fire questions, FFS.
You get used to it. Oh
No, you don't. You never do. Even after a decade.
It's been more than a
Things
decade.
and Dad says these guys are definitely not washed up. To which Miguel says, "Whoa, let's wait and see." Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Okay, someone else can take Bill.
All right,
A little better than the.
Oh, you got
Okay,
it.
go for it.
No, you got it. I got it.
A little better than the first attempt, I guess. Summary: not reading tutorials 2613. This should count as stepping into poison puzzle. Moving away from enemy provokes attack of opportunity. Gets attacked. Oh no, it's bad. Reads the attack of opportunity tutorial prompt. Moves again and gets attacked again. Ground dot effects claiming many victories today. Speaking of which, 4255. Danny's out 2. GF down 2 people in just 1 episode. Shadowheart got left forgotten on the beach, although she's like the first body you find after waking up. Lizelle was left to die. Gale surprisingly okay. James wasting his spell slots out of combat. I wouldn't mind seeing that just to know what he's talking about. This is the weirdest double reverse. Not reading skill descriptions. Brave Sirhini has ran away. Should we look at some of these clips?
Yeah, we should take a look.
So
So James, you know that you get like X amount of spell slots per day. So you can use, if you have a cantrip, you can use it as many times as you want. But if you have spells, there's only so many uses per day. You get, I think, probably half if on a short rest, and then full restore on a long
Which
rest.
person are you saying needs healed? I don't see anyone with
Okay,
damage.
leaving an enemy's melee range allows them to
Lizelle.
attack you. Fuck.
the NPC character you control. Jimothy's also now very low on health because he just got slapped in the face with a sword.
Yeah.
So
So here's
Yeah.
the thing. Of course, I know that I'm going to get attacked when I leave a melee zone, but what choice did I have? I had to get to that thing and push the button. So sure, I didn't want to get attacked, but I wasn't just going to sit there and move into his melee range and just be there. I wasn't going to win that fight. I
maybe
needed
we
to
should-
push the
well,
button.
what's this?
May the gods take you first.
You made the ultimate sacrifice for that. Oh, Jesus, I just blew myself up.
What'd you just unlock?
I just blew something up.
He,
What was that I blew up? Not sure. James wasting his spell slots, which is 5634.
okay, so yeah, I don't quite understand the spell slots and cantrips.
Oh, I
Robert,
just
don't think
explained those.
lightning bolt would do yeah, I didn't understand at this point in time.
Yeah, so we need someone with range. There we go.
Oh,
Nice.
there we go.
It did the job
So-
at
Look at
least.
It did the job.
Yeah.
Skating threes.
Okay. Do I have a? How do I visually see the difference between the cantrips and the spell slots?
It depends on what spell they are. I don't even know if they have cantrips in here. They should. I'm just saying that from D&D knowledge.
Okay.
Attack every turn, yeah.
Oh, attack of opportunity. Yeah, reckless attack. Smushy. Now they're running from me.
Oh! Reverse Uno card. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Reverse Uno
But I
card, I
mur-
like that.
I think they blew us up when we were trying to blow up with the barrels. Not reading skill descriptions, 102.56. It's probably my fault.
Yeah, that's what this is the last part too. I don't know why Danny switched from Paladin. That's like one of
Danny,
the
look
classes
me
that
up.
is real good at defending,
Danny
attacking,
looks like
and healing.
he's dead, right? Oh no,
No, I'm dead.
This
Where
must
are you?
be.
Is this you?
What is this character here?
Yeah, it's not Morgan. It's me on the ground. Can pour up. Ooh. So you put something
Oh,
in my
that's when
booty.
you're
6 damage. 1 to 8
healing yourself?
damage.
We'll figure it out.
Finally,
Please.
Brave James, Brave Sir James has run away at 103.25. Which is pretty much where we are, actually.
I mean, so I guess I'm gonna run to this.
Wait, what enemies are left? I mean,
There's just the one lady.
anyway. Did we read the rest of this?
Nope.
No. Since
don't know
respect is
why.
a thing, whatever, I guess. So as long as character with spell slots information for James, partially for Morgan as he's dragging Gale around, pay attention to the squares above the action menu marked 1, 2, etc. You should have 3 squares marked 1. At your current level, those are spell slots. Most spells use them, and you only get your slots back after long rest or using Arcane Recovery, another resource next to the squares. Remaining unusable remaining usable spell slots are blue squares. Already used spell slots gray. How to tell spell uses spell slots or not? Read description. Since that is not happening, just look at the bottom of the pop-up square. When you hover over the spell, it will show you what it uses when you cast it.
Great. Perfect.
It sounds like you do have a cantrip, Firebolt.
Okay. And I probably could have used that instead of the electric.
Yeah.
Danger Dad. In battle, if your teammates are together in the turn order, anyone can go interchangeably or simultaneously regardless of who is first in the turn order. You can coordinate some pretty sweet strategies with that mechanic once you get the hang of it. Keep up the good work, cute boys.
We'll see.
And then whoever is hosting, please quick save often. You can lose hours of hard work, and it's very frustrating.
Is there a quick save key, like a hotkey? It's going to be like F something, right?
Probably.
We'll figure that out.
F8.
Yeah, it's going to
F5.
be. It's somewhere between F5 and F12. We'll figure out which one. F5. Thank you, Bill.
DD is over 2 hours. DD on a flight with my fiance. We loved it, but that was the second time I seen it. Dungeons and Dragons, the movie. Mikhail Rose James running away like a coward. 103.35 had me dying laughing. He had full health. There was a one-on-one fight with a basic level 1 enemy. He sprints past a dying Gale, leaving him burning, and runs behind everyone else, who have all taken damage except for himself, the hero we don't deserve.
All right, let's take another look at that. I didn't see myself running away.
And she's in the room with James.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
and I have run away. And I didn't take any damage. Well,
I have
I
run
couldn't
away.
have killed that person on one turn, so they would have gotten a
Yeah.
attack on me. I think I did the Yeah, I right think thing. that's the right
Yeah,
thing
fair
to do.
enough. Okay.
in pierogi. Mr. Bruce Atkins, hey, just in case you guys are not aware, if you're on PCs, you can hold down Alt to highlight items on the ground. Great for finding alchemy ingredients on your merry travels and much more.
Wonderful. Good. How about thanks for the info? Okay. I think that thanks for the info is the best. I don't know. It's hard. Too good. The
Yeah,
AIs
they're-
get too
We
good.
Yeah,
normally
it's
do thanks for
learning.
the tips, but we'll have to do
Yeah.
thanks for the info.
I don't remember running away. Guys, I ran away. He announces it in the video.
This is
I've run
Power
away.
Number deuce. Yeah, he actually announces it. Yeah, Power World number 2.
Pelagius says, a tale of two opposites, Morgan drowning, while James sets himself on fire, like a dozen times each.
I drowned a lot in this one. It's the first time it's ever happened. I got stuck outside in the water without enough stamina. It sucked. So what will follow is a comment pasted from one of Morgan's Twitch streams. He asked that it be put into a Power World video, and I told him I would do as he wished. I thought he would do it more anonymously than this. So even though I think you played pretty well in this one, other than your bizarre instance of only fighting with chicken and sheep Pokemon, I still have to do it to you because my word is my bond. One love, Butter. What I don't get about James is how here's this guy who has been playing games for longer than some of us have been alive, but does not seem to understand the basics of game design and game mechanics. He should intuitively understand how to approach games, even if every individual game has its own idiosyncrasies, which take some getting used to.
And I'd argue that I understand it better than anyone. And it's the games that have what we would call or refer to as idiosyncrasies that don't go along with game design mechanics. There, I said it finally.
Cool. Good comeback. Mr. Cat Hands, is Morgan turning into Darth Vader? Buzz, buzz, buzz. Also, Morgan, an outspoken vegan, beat animals into submission with a pickaxe is it's a lot. I would argue it's a video game. We all do stuff that we would never do in real life in a video game. You're not going to go around like in Grand Theft Auto and, snipe out random citizens or like rob a grocery, like That's not happening. It's a game.
It's very true. But some people kind of draw the line at animal cruelty. I remember when I was playing Red Dead Redemption once,
What?
and somebody was watching that, and when I was like, when you have to skin the bear in that one mission.
But you guys all actively participate in animal cruelty in the
Yeah,
real life.
I know. Not me. I wasn't.
It doesn't make any
offended by it.
sense.
I wasn't offended by it. I'm just saying someone I was with who was watching was like, "Oh my god, that's horrible," and I'm like, "It's just a video game."
I don't get it.
Hey, good point. My mind is slightly blown because I've been reading his name or her name as McCarthans for all this time, but it's Mr. Cat Hands.
Purebred. What did you call it? What did you think it was?
I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
you thought it was like a Scottish name?
yeah,
a
like
McAdams?
Mr. McCarthans.
Oh,
or something like
McCarthans.
that. Oh, yeah, it's a been to Mr. McCarthans for dinner.
Well, to be
No,
fair,
it's-
you've only read it. You've never heard anybody say it.
Yeah, that's wild. Mr. Cat Hands. I never read it as Mr. Cat Hands. Anyway.
Morgan to James, you'll remember from our last conversation. No, James does not remember.
2334 depends. Are you trying to breed them?
Ooh, let's go.
Now that's how
Well-
you breed.
Power world breeding is my new obsession. I'm sick. I have a
what was that,
sickness.
23 to 34.
That's what I was doing all morning waiting for this.
Waiting
getting
for
close.
this, but you were late again.
Yeah, I was breeding right up until the moment that I
Are they
sat
going to
down.
be super hard?
No, it's just depending on their level.
Yeah, what's that noise?
Yeah, you can probably take them.
Well, it's got James's audio in this one too, you see. Oh, there is a buzzing on your microphone, but I haven't quite worked out what's causing that yet.
Oh,
It's always there, but only in the silent moments.
okay.
Well, it kind of drops out after you stop speaking after a second or two.
Probably a noise gate.
Are we
Yeah.
hearing it now?
No, I can't. But
Well then, it ain't me. Oh no, it's
Oh,
probably
no, I
because
mean-
Discord is editing it out. But I should have all this stuff off because James always complains about it. Let me look. I should be giving it to you guys raw.
Oh, dogging it.
All right, I'm coming as fast as I can.
that's
Oh,
how you
no,
breed, apparently.
I'm coming as fast as I can. Yeah, I need some kind of filter thrown on. You still do the podcast filter?
Yeah, I've tried to filter it out in the edit a little bit, which has helped.
Oh, okay.
But it's still, you can still kind of hear it. Like you can't get it perfect with the equalizer and stuff, but we'll see what.
I mean, I can adjust it.
It feels like there's some kind of noise. No, well, it feels more like line noise, like one of the cables, maybe, or something like that, right? Like
Well, should
it's
it
like
should the
it's
mic
like a
cable be
home.
touching about 80 other cables as it runs back to the?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I'm not an audio engineer.
Let's see, it's touching one. Two, I'm looking at it touching.
I've
one,
played
two,
an
three,
audio
four.
engineer in several improv scenes, so maybe I can help you. Let me put my
Five,
audio engineer
six.
glasses on.
Ooh, yeah, it runs by essentially everything. All right, I'll try to reroute that so that it's not touching anything.
Go
My bad.
Mecha Ball, which is Sonic Spinball meets Dead Cells.
I think you'd really like this game, Danny.
I like the look of it from the video, so yes, it does look fun. It reminds me of an old arcade game, which I can't remember the name of, which had that same kind of like isometric kind of 2.5D.
I think it was just called Pinball, right?
Maybe it
And
was
you
just.
were you were just
No,
a
it wasn't
pinball?
really about pinball. It was more like, one of those tilt table games where you have to like tilt the ball to get
Labyrinth?
it to then go
Yeah.
down. Like a labyrinth, yeah.
But it was
I
a
think
metal
I'm-
ball, right?
Yeah,
Are you
metal
talking
ball.
about Marble
yeah.
Madness?
It could have been Marble Madness, yeah. I can't remember what it was called.
There was a really amazing game on, I think, PlayStation 1. It might have been PlayStation 2 called Flipnik. And I played the hell out of it. But it was before systems were hooked up to the internet. So I could never really see how my high score was against other people. But I thought my high score was amazing. And so did my mom. We were all really proud of me at the house.
Unisals botnets reminds me of Hades plus Splatoon too.
Mm-hmm. I still never played Hades or Splatoon, but I didn't really want to play Splatoon. I do want to play Hades.
Pill says marbles on Steam. Marbles on stream. Mage fireballs. This mecha ball thing. James sure loves to play with balls. 1312 duality of James. I mean, you did this video on your own, right? So are you literally like having an existential crisis? What was the time stamp? 1312.
1312. Say I got to level 3. Look at that. I'm so good at this game. Right?
He's about to die. He
Oh, I
shouldn't have said
missed. Okay, shut up, James.
At least he knows when he's wrong.
that. It looks fun. I want to play it.
It does
It's
look
really
like
cool.
very good fun. Yeah, I like that one. Cool. Well, that was this week's videos. These are the comments from Big Morgs' various daily live streams. This one
No, we
was...
don't got to do the live stream comments.
No, I even lined them up just in case. Not
Yeah,
bothering?
now we're
No.
good.
Fine. In that case, that's the end of fan mail for 1 week. You sure you don't want to quickly go for him? There's only a handful.
Well, they're mostly like highly specific to what we talked about in the like. I don't know if it'll make sense, and no
Okay.
one's gonna go back and watch the whole thing, and you know.
Let's just speedrun it. I mean, I didn't think you would give the monkey like that, but there's a grant to catch you no more. Great stream today. To be completely transparent, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. What if Nintendo actually owns Power World, like Coffee Bean and Starbucks have the same owner or something? The illusion of choice. That's a very good point.
Ooh.
Maybe it's all a conspiracy theory. It's just an actual.
There was a lot of talk about how there was going to be lawsuits and stuff, but I actually never heard anything come of it. Did Nintendo just be like, meh?
They made a
Like, what
comment that they were looking into it, and they've been doing takedowns of mods that like straight up make it Pokemon, but there hasn't been. They haven't like said that they're suing or anything yet.
Honestly, Grungus, you've got a long way to go to beat me at full power. I've been going easy on you. Almost forgot, since you provided a portion of materials, construction cost plus rare sums, up to humble 69,420. The cute outfit is a free bonus. I'll mail you the bill. PS armor helps with getting through initial boring slog. As you get to run around and fight more new and stronger enemies after earlier weapons, you'll be finding on your own though. Just making up words now. James Harden is not a champion. He's getting locked up.
That's
Don't worry about the haters, Dr. Grungus. You keep doing you. Plus, you are so close to inadequacy. Why are people calling you Dr. Grungus? I don't understand that.
That's his character.
and you never will
Danny.
I don't like
unless you
this.
start
whoever
watching
you are.
these.
Power breeding farm sounds horrific. I only came here to comment that nobody's interested in this game. Stop streaming it. Wow.
The Pokemon
wow. The Pokemon
The
game
real
that
Pokemon game?
everybody's playing. I mean, yeah. Jeez.
What? Nobody's ever said that to me before.
Maybe before next stream of Enshrouded, I can get a quick trade. There was, in fact, no Legos caught in this stream.
I know that was the point, but we didn't get there. And we did make the trades. Trades were made.
Morgan, are we calling this a first play? Enshrouded.
Yes.
Cool. See, that wasn't too hard. That was all of the comments there.
Do you guys feel better now?
Yeah,
I do.
I feel better.
Feel like we've mined an extra 180 seconds of content there.
Hell yeah.
Do you think we're going to get a chance to play Baldur's Gate today?
Maybe.
Danny?
Maybe.
It would mean a lot to me if we did.
We'll take it offline, but yeah.
That's a hard no. That's a hard no that he doesn't want to say in front of the guys. It's fine.
No, we'll figure some out. Okay, thanks very much for tuning in to this fan mail live stream. We'll see you next week, I think.